This is the story of Hansel and Gretel. Once upon a time, there was a very poor family who lived in the woods. The father was a lumberjack and had 2 children named Hansel and Gretel. One day, they had nothing to eat, so their parents began to worry because they thought their children would starve to death. The mother thought there was only one choice: to leave them in the woods near the king's palace for someone to pick them up and take care of them. Hansel and Gretel couldn't sleep, and they overheard everything their parents said. The girl started to cry, but her brother thought of a way to come back home, since they preferred to starve there with their own parents. The next morning, the mother woke them up to go look for some fruits and eggs, and Hansel put on his pocket a piece of hard bread. On the way, Hansel dropped the breadcrumbs so they would be able to know where their house was. When they were near the palace, the parents told the children to rest and that they were going to look for something to eat. The children fell asleep, but when they woke up, they realized it was nighttime. Gretel started to cry, and Hansel told her, "Don't worry, sister, we're going to follow the road I made with breadcrumbs." But no matter how hard they searched for the breadcrumbs, they didn't find them because the birds had eaten them all. They were walking a long time till they fell asleep again. The next day, they saw a house made entirely of sweets. The house was made of cookies, candies, and chocolates. They were very hungry, so they ate almost the entire house. But at that time, an old lady, who really was a wicked witch, appeared, and she wanted to eat Hansel. The witch locked up Hansel on a cage. She wanted Hansel to get really fat so she could eat him. Every single day, the witch asked the boy to show her his arm to touch and see if he was fat enough. But Hansel was quite clever, and he gave her a chicken bone, and the witch said, "Oh, he is too skinny!" And she kept feeding him every day more and more food. Gretel, his little sister, obeyed the witch. She cleaned the house every day and did whatever the witch told her to do. One day, the witch got fed up and said, "I don't care how skinny the boy is. I'm going to eat him today." Then she told Gretel, "Start the fire with firewood, because today I'm going to cook your little brother." But Gretel said, "It's just that I don't know how to start a fire with firewood." The witch then replied, "Then I'll do it myself." When she was starting up the fire, Gretel pushed her into the oven and opened her little brother's cage. Before getting out of there, they realized that the witch had plenty of money, gold, and jewelry, so the kids put on some of her stuff into their pockets. Hansel and Gretel got out of there running. When they got home, they found their father chopping wood. The kids showed him everything that they had found, and they came back home happily, all together once more. The end.